We all know that washing is extremely important when it comes to keeping our vehicle's finish looking pristine. But did you also know you can actually be causing quite a bit of damage during your wash process by either using the wrong technique or the wrong products? In front of me here, we have 3 different pH neutral car shampoos that can be used in a foam cannon or a bucket for your 2-bucket or even 1-bucket or technically 3-bucket wash. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 2 that I've been using quite literally for years and talking about a brand new product that I tested and I've honestly really fell in love with, and that is Meguiar's Shampoo Plus. Welcome back to another out of spec detailing video here from Clear Detailing in Northern Colorado. Let's jump into it. It can be really frustrating and sometimes overwhelming going through all of the different detailing products there are out there. Any given glass cleaner, there's probably hundreds, if not thousands of different ones out there, ceramic coatings, detail sprays, waterless washes, and that of course does not leave out car shampoo or car soap to use when you're washing. Now, in terms of all of these products we're going to be talking about today, these are all really meant to be used in a foam cannon and help with either a 2, 3, or 1-bucket wash. Now we'll talk a bit about that a little bit more in today's video, but it's really important for us to find something that works with us and not against us. Now, there are quite literally, like I said, hundreds, if not thousands of different car shampoos out there. It's very hard to test all of them, see the differences between them. But I really selected these 2 on the outside here for very specific reasons. Number 1, they're very economical. Any given week here at the shop, I'm washing between 4 to 5 cars, going through a ton of car shampoo. So I can't really justify having a product that I really love, like Koch Chemie Gentle Snow Foam, that is like $30 for 32 ounces or something like that, when I can go grab a gallon for under $50. That is just one of those hard things. Okay, I love the soap, I love how it works, but really it's not economical. And there's some great options out there that are a lot more affordable. So over here we have, of course, Adams car shampoo. This has really been a staple. Adams is, of course, worldwide known for having very high quality detailing products for the DIY detailer and even professionals alike. And this has been a product I've absolutely loved. Another product I've loved, but specifically made to be used in a foam cannon, is Chemical Guy's Honeydew Snow Foam. Now, there are a few reasons that I've been using both of these. Personally, I don't like this in a foam cannon. To me, the suds when they get on there get kind of splotchy. They don't really sit and dwell on the panel all that well. It just kind of runs off the panel, and it doesn't seem like it helps if I use more product. And I think one of the biggest reasons behind that is this soap is extremely thick. You'll see it's very viscous in here, and it doesn't really mix with water in my foam cannon. Now, what a lot of people do is use warm or hot water into their foam cannon so this can mix. But what I find with that is it actually decreases the amount of soap. Then you're having to put more soap in there, essentially not creating the best snow foam on the market. That's my personal opinion. I totally understand if you disagree. So what I use this for is in my washing buckets, whether I'm doing a 2-bucket or 1-bucket or 3-bucket wash. Now, I've been using this almost exclusively, quite literally for years in my foam cannons. Very economical, and as you can importantly see here, it's a lot more liquidy, so it really mixes with the water. Typically what I've been doing with this, I purchase a gallon of it. I have a 5-gallon essentially barrel here. I pour a gallon of this in, 4 gallons of water, boom, pre-mixed car shampoo that I can just basically twist that. It's already pre-mixed, ready to go on the car. So I prefer this for foam cannons, this for my bucket washes. Now, again, there's tons and tons of different products out there, but the cool thing with this channel is you guys really have forced me to try and test and review different products out there. So I was sitting at home one night, I'm like, okay, I gotta get some more car shampoo ordered. Let's see what else is out there that's not incredibly expensive and just give it a try. And I came about this, Meguiar Shampoo Plus. Now, I will be the first one to tell you, I have not been a huge fan of Meguiar's products for quite a long time. except for a few products. Their compounds, polishes, and microfiber cutting pads are incredible. Bar none, absolutely love them. They're incredible. But the tricky thing about Meguiar's is it seems like they have two different lines. They have one line that is very professional grade, detailer oriented, and then they have this stuff that they sell at AutoZone that is very low quality and very cheap. So I think Meguiar's does get a little bit of a bad rep, and for me, it's not always the first one I'm going to go purchase. I've tested a lot of their products, haven't loved a lot of their products, so I'll be the first one to say that. But this is in their detailer line, which is in their more professional grade. Let's quickly talk about pricing, because that's originally what drew me into this. Now, this product, for a gallon of it, currently retails for $22.99 on Amazon. Unbelievable value on here. Now, my thought with this was, okay, it's pretty cheap. I don't think it's going to work that well, but I just want to try it. It's 20 bucks. I'm going to test it here at the shop. Maybe I'll make a video, maybe I won't. So I purchased it. Man, was I blown away with it. The next product over here I want to talk about, just pricing wise, is the Honeydew Snow Foam. This retails at $39.99 a gallon. Now, I always have to say this, Chemical Guys has probably 100 different soaps if you add them all up. It's truly insane. I don't like a lot of them that have extremely heavy dyes, especially red dyes in them. I noticed that it kind of starts to stain white painted vehicles, especially in door jams if you don't get it rinsed out enough. I don't really like that. So that's one of the things that I think about when purchasing car shampoo. And I like the Honeydew one. It's just very economical to use, for one, creates a decent foam on there, and adds quite a bit of lubrication. So I think it's really good, but it's definitely more expensive than the Meguiar's over here. Then you come over to Adams. Now, one thing I have to say about Adams that I really wish they'd change, I understand why they do this. They're making millions and millions and millions of dollars. I don't like companies that mark their price up and then have a sale every other week and get it to the price point that it really should be. To me, it's just a little disingenuous. That's my personal opinion. I totally understand where they're coming from. Everybody rushes to the new sale, but to me, it's like, just make your product reasonable at the normal price and don't discount it every other week to different prices, because I think people get frustrated. One week it's 25% off. The next week it's 10% off. The next week you're buying a 16-ounce bottle, getting a gallon free, or vice versa, whatever it is. So price currently on Amazon, $34.99 per gallon of this. Normally retails for $49.99, 50 bucks a gallon. That is substantially expensive. That is almost double. It is actually over double the Meguiar's soap here. But again, didn't know how this was going to perform. Now, one thing we need to talk about with these foams, again, we're looking for lubrication. We want them pH neutral so that after we rinse it off, we're not water spotting the entire car. If you're washing outside, something dries a little quick, that's not what you want. You want something that clings on there and basically lifts all the dirt off. You can rinse it off, refoam it, of course, and then contact wash it. And that's where this product absolutely blew me away. This product, I have never quite seen a snow foam stick on a car as long as this. Now, it could be a negative for some people, as it's not kind of bleeding everything off necessarily as you're maybe traditionally used to, but it just gives this rich, thick soap without any additives to it. We're not leaving behind waxes, silicones, anything like that. We're just getting the thing cleaned. So I was extremely impressed with this. And I wasn't having to add an exorbitant amount of product to make that happen. I didn't add any more than I would traditionally with Adams car shampoo or Chemical Guys snow foam. Now, the cool thing about this too, it works great in the buckets. So for me, instead of buying two separate products, spending double the amount of money essentially, boom, I have one here. So almost this could replace both of these products for me. Now, the thing that I love about this is it performs very similar to this product's older, better brother, I guess, which is Megafoam from Adams Polishes. Now, the issue I have with Megafoam, it's a very, very good product, but it's very expensive. So normal retail on that product is $70 a gallon. Currently, yet again, on Amazon is $54.99. So it's very hard to figure out where this product actually sits in terms of price points, but that's what it is currently on Amazon. And I felt that this did the same, if not a better job than Megafoam. So before we get into this too much longer, let's get my Model 3 Performance clean. We're gonna get our foam cannon set up and just foam this thing down, talk a little bit about the product, and show you why I'm so impressed with this, so much so that I actually decided to make a video with it. What I have done here, I put some bug remover on the front end, just doing a maintenance wash here on my car. I've already also cleaned the wheels. Now, the way to use this, again, in your wash technique and your wash process, while the car is dry, yes, I know I put some chemicals on here, but the rest of the paint is dry. You're going to foam it down, let it dwell, eat up that dirt, and come off the vehicle. We quickly need to talk about how much product we use in here. I used about 2.5 ounces in here. Now, Meguiar says 1 ounce per 5 gallons in your bucket. I honestly just put a little bit in there and you're good to go. Probably about an ounce fills it up nice. Not an issue there whatsoever. So about 3 or 2.5 ounces in here. Now, Adams recommends between 3 to 4 ounces per one of these, and then Chemical Guys is about 1 to 2 ounces. Now, traditionally, when I use Chemical Guys, again, big 5-gallon bucket, pour a gallon of Chemical Guys in there, 4 gallons of water, good to go. It's pre-mixed. So let's see how this does. Let's get this thing foamed down. What you can see, a big, thick amount of soap. Now, in all honesty, when I would use Chemical Guys or Adams, traditionally, once I would do the front end, it was already starting to pull apart. Now you can see a little down here in certain areas, but areas are just completely clung on there. And that's what I really like to see with the snow foam. It's going to break down that dirt. Again, this is very economical. I love the lubrication in this stuff. It feels slick. If I just grab this with my hand, this feels like you're rubbing your hands in warm butter. Like, it is amazingly slick. So I like to see that. I've seen a lot of foams not even do what this is doing. This door right here is what I love to see. It's really clinging on there. Now you'll notice some areas, like back here, this is where it was really dirty, had quite a bit of water on it. So you can already tell it's really pulling all of that dirt and grime off. But I just love how this is looking. Very interesting to see how different it is. But again, honestly, standing here, most of the other products that I use, even with a high amount of soap in here, would already be almost gone. It's pretty wild. So that's where this really struck me of like, wow, I really feel like this is clinging on there and it's really starting to break down all of that dirt and grime. And I just love kind of the working time, if you will. So let me bring you in a little bit closer and show you this up close. Now you'll see it is starting to dry here on the doors, but it is not in any means as bad as I've seen of recent and other products. It is truly incredible, especially here on the top. It's almost like this stuff has a ton of tension on it, but it's just, I just love the feel of this. It is unbelievable. Now, I feel like a lot of soaps have like these big soap bubbles. These are actually like extremely microscopic, if you can see that in there. And again, this is where I got so impressed with this product. It just really seems to draw all of the dirt out of here, and I'm really anxious to see like areas down here. Just love how thick that soap is on there, and I really feel like it's doing its job. Again, love the price point, love the lubrication in this, and again, by adding an ounce or two in here, you can see that I filled this entire bucket up actually before I filmed this clip, and it's nice thick soap. So that's why I'm so impressed by this. I want to leave this for, I don't know, a few more minutes before we rinse it off. But yeah, super impressed so far with this product. You'll definitely see the windows are starting to go already. I would probably say we're within the time frame where we can rinse this off. So ideally, foam this, rinse it, refoam it, then start your contact wash. So let me give you my thoughts as we continue to go here. So I've probably waited another 2 to 3 minutes since that last clip. I got my foam cannon refilled up and I just wanted to let this sit. Again, the interesting thing, look at the front end here. Now, what I really think is happening down the side is there was quite a bit of, I went through a rainstorm, I had quite a bit of dirt that I got on the car. And this kind of wake down the side could definitely tell that there was quite a bit of crud there, but it's really sticking on the cleaner areas, if that makes sense. So I really feel like it's pulled all of this off. So next, of course, is time for our rinse. Now, another thing that I want to make sure our foam cannons and soaps do is make sure they rinse off easy. You don't want to sit here and just have soap keep going, because you're adding more water to it. Essentially, you know, think of like dish soap. It never feels like it goes away. That's not what you want here. You want it to rinse away very easily. So let's see how this does. Pretty thrilled with that. It's freaking awesome. So I'm going to continue to rinse this thing down. Again, we'll refoam it and start our contact wash. So just quickly here, man, honestly, this thing rinses off so nice. I really feel like we got 95% of the grime off. Now, my car was by no means filthy, but just went through a rainstorm. You could see kind of the water spots all over, had quite a bit of dirt on the car. I know I didn't show that. You honestly just have to take my word for it, but I'm very impressed with this. And for me to say I'm impressed with something really takes a lot, especially when I've been using products that I've been pretty thrilled with in the past. So I really like that. I feel like the car got clean without even touching it. Now this car is not fully ceramic coated. It is beating up nice. All this has on it is Gyeon Wet Coat, which is basically a spray-on sealant. This is not a full strength ceramic coating, so do keep that in mind. But very impressed with that. I know somebody's gonna ask, so I'll have to add this in. What does it smell like? Honestly, it smells pretty good. I don't really care that much about how my chemicals smell. Like if something works and it doesn't smell the greatest, I'll still use it. If it's like overly crazy, I'm thinking of, you know, iron wheel cleaners, I'll definitely try to find something that works better instead of using that, because it goes all over your skin and you smell like it all day. Detailers or anybody who's used those, you know what I'm talking about there. I would say it smells kind of like fresh laundry would be the best way to say it. So like Adams has like a blueberry scent to it. The honeydew snow foam is literally honeydew melon. So that's kind of interesting, but yeah, pretty impressed with it so far. So let's get this re-foamed down and start our contact wash. I really like the feel of the wash mitt on here. You can just feel it has just such a nice balanced slickness here, and honestly not pulling off a ton of dirt there. So again, that one's done. Gonna grab a freshie, do the front bumper. So again, this has been sitting for a little bit of time now, and I just love how this looks. It is amazing. I honestly am thrilled with this product. Wow. surprisingly little amount of dirt there. Hopefully you guys can see that. But man, I really feel like it did a great job cleaning the car even before touching it. Now, a lot of that sure has to do with, okay, there's protection on here, but that's the whole point of putting ceramic coating, sealants, whatever it may be on your vehicle. Still very little nastiness on there. It's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. So this is the great thing about pH neutral car shampoo is over here you can see this side is dry, but I don't really care because all of the soap film that is still on there is not allowing minerals to deposit onto your paint. Basically all the water that is on there that could have minerals in there is not allowing to bake into the paint. So that's why it's so important. Let's get to our final rinse. Final thoughts on Meguiar's Shampoo Plus here. Wow, I really genuinely cannot think of something that I don't like about this product. For me, this really, it ticks every single box that I'm looking for as far as price point. It's very economical at $22.99 a gallon. I mean, far surpasses a lot of the products out there. And I personally feel like it does a better job than Chemical Guys. It really, in my opinion, does a way better job than Adam's Car Shampoo, especially in the foam cannon. I love how lubricating it feels. I mean, genuinely wiping a wash mat over it just feels like glass on there. And look at this car. I mean, it genuinely looks like it was freshly polished, freshly ceramic coated. I've never polished this car. All I've ever done to this car was put Gyeon wet coat on it and keep it washed. And this thing looks like an absolute freaking mirror. So lots of amazing points here. I love how this product just sticks and clings to the paint. And I was absolutely blown away with how it lifted all that dirt off. And then when I went to my contact wash, you know, my mitts weren't absolutely filthy. So I think there's a lot of great detergents in here that are clinging to that dirt, getting them flushed off the surface. Of course, a lot of that has to help that, you know, we do have Gyeon wet coat. This is not completely naked paint. This isn't a car that sits outside 24/7. The, you know, clear coat is completely abused and things like that. I'm just genuinely impressed with this product. It really ticks every single box. And for me, is going to replace Adam's Car Shampoo, Chemical Guys, and this is really going to be my go-to wash. There's a lot of things to love about this. For me, this is perfect for getting a car prepped for paint correction in between, you know, doing paint correction and the ceramic coating after I compound a vehicle. It's not adding any slickness, silicones in there, but man, I just feel like the car is clean. And honestly, after some washes, you're like, oh, there's a spot here and there. The thing feels perfectly clean. So big thumbs up from me. And this just goes to show you, don't stop trying products. And I know some of you do get a little frustrated with me. That's like, I recommend one product 1 month and then I try something else and I'm like, oh, this is way better. But that's how it goes. Do you want to be stuck in your ways? No, this is how we learn to take care of our cars. And man, this thing is glowing. Insane. Very impressed with Meguiar's Shampoo Plus. Nothing bad to say about it. Thanks so much for watching another out of spec detailing video here from Clear Detailing. All the products used in today's videos, buckets, all the soap, of course, and ancillary things for washing will be in the link in the description below. I have some other videos talking about how to actually wash your car. This wasn't a step-by-step tutorial of that. You got a little bit of it and get a good grasp of it, but thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one soon. Bye-bye.